Good day. Welcome to Grade 4, Term 4, Week 1 and 2, Fortnightly Teacher Training. At the end of this 2 weeks, we would have discussed the short story, looked at the elements of a short story, the learners would have written their own story, and they would probably retell the story to each other. Here we have a look at the ATP, and under each skill you will see in detail what they expect you to do. During the listening and speaking lessons, you are going to start obviously by reading the story from the DBE book. You're going to model behavior with your learners by making predictions, asking questions, and explaining the topic, the plot, the characters, which are all the elements of a story during the class time. You're going to practice retelling the story with your learners. And you are also going to do a phonics review of the S and the G sounds. You will find more about that in your PowerPoint presentation. You will start off your reading and viewing lessons by marking homework, the lessons that was done last time. You will do phonics review again and look at the vocabulary words. Then you will spend time using some reading strategies, for instance, skimming, making predictions, and inferring meaning with the learners. You will then do the rest of the activity in your DBE book, asking them to predict the ending of the story before you read the actual ending of the story in the book. During the second week, you will then practice reading with the learners. First, you will model proper reading with the facial expressions, gestures, even actions if you want to, so that in the end, the learners will get a turn to read back to you, modeling the behavior and the expressions they have learned. Continuing with reading and viewing, we will carry on practicing the reading with the learners, and you will also take time explaining the language which will be done during the section, noun clauses, noun phrases. You will ask learners to identify complex sentences, all of those structures that is supposed to be handled during this time will come up during the reading and viewing lessons for you to reinforce those structures. Writing and presenting, this is where the learners will get a chance to do their own writing following the writing process, as well as the prompts from the learner book. You will also make sure that they understand and they adhere to the elements of a short story, which you should have already done by this stage. Language structures and conventions are meant to be done during the other lessons, incorporated and showing the learners that they are used in context. So adverbs, tenses, conjunctions, all of those will be done during the listening and speaking activities or the reading and viewing activities, so that the learners see how it is used in practice and that the language does not stand on its own. Remember that you also have access to some additional resources. There is a prepared PowerPoint presentation which will guide you. There's a couple of extra resources in there. And also remember that there is a phonics review activity that you could use to reinforce the phonics with your learners. Have fun. Until next time.